Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you're just stopping by for this first time, please, after watching this video, try and subscribe to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber to the channel, thank you for staying, and thank you for always watching my video. So today we have someone on our channel. She's a usual face. I'm sure you will know her regular face to the channel. So let me allow her introduce herself once again.
Okay guys, my name is Cynthia L. Matomi.
And I am Cynthia Osondo. Thank you for being here in our channel.
Don't forget to have a YouTube channel too.
Yeah.
You have to subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? Cynthia L. Matomi.
Yeah. So please try and subscribe to our channel also, and then share the love. Like we said, if you have watched our previous video, you see that we are trying to set up a discussion about marriage. We are not OGs in this thing though. Like me, I'm the youngest in this thing. So we're trying to set up a channel and then talk about these things. Not like we're experts in this, but our own little idea. You get the point? Just our little idea.
If you need counseling, come
to her.
Now come to me.
Yeah,
I counsel people. I've been counseled even before I got married. Now I know better.
Well, she said so. You can still reach her out and then talk to her. She's really good, and then she will cancel you.
Not for free, oh. Not for free.
Said not for free. So guys, let's dive into today's episode. What's the topic again?
I think it's resolving conflict in marriage.
Yes, right? I just wanted her to know that she remembered the topic. Resolving conflict in marriage. Resolving conflict in marriage. You know, it took me a while to want to even pick this topic, because I was thinking, what should we talk about? What should I say? Me that I don't know much. I know much in Jesus' name. Amen. So, what is conflict?
Conflict is quarrel, issues that happens generally in marriage, friendship, relationship, and all that.
Okay. Yeah. So conflict cannot be resolved without both parties, without the individual willing to want to resolve that conflict. I don't know if you agree with me, but if we have conflict now between the both of us, and then I say, oh, I'm not interested. They say, even the Bible says, can two work together
except they
agree. So if you are willing to want to resolve this conflict, and me, I'm not willing to resolve the conflict, it cannot be resolved. So now the main point is resolving conflict in marriage. Like you all know, our episode is about marriage. So we're just trying to grow this generation whereby we not just marry without purpose, but we marry right and marry with purpose. You get what I mean? So we're trying to having conflict in marriage.
Topics.
Yes,
in marriage, but still we're talking about resolving conflict in marriage.
And then today it's cycling around marriage, not about friendship or business or whatever. It's just marriage. So let me allow the OG, the person that is in charge, that has been long in this thing.
I don't know the way you are saying long. Though think I'm 10 years, 20 years. Please, I'm not long. I'm just, like I said, this year just 4 years. 4 years.
What are you saying? Yes, me. I've not even
gotten the wisdom of God to speak.
I've not even gotten to it. So let's dive into it right away. So what is resolving conflict? How do you resolve conflict in your marriage?
How do I resolve conflict in your marriage? Okay, like she said before, she said conflict cannot. You cannot resolve conflicts like we just you alone. Do you get? The other partner has to be interested in resolving the conflict too. So you can't just say, okay, I want to resolve conflict alone. You are resolving conflict with the person you have issues with. Okay, so first of all, let me bring in experience, or like me, I don't know. Okay, let me share my experience, like the way me and my husband resolve conflict. In fact, it's very, very, very so easy, because why? The gentleman doesn't really like quarrel. Like if there's anything about quarrel, he runs from me. Like not just with me, even with outsiders. Okay, like the way he treats outsiders, like the way he resolve conflict with people outside, makes it easier for him to even resolve conflict. If you are this kind of person that you are malicious, like you are naturally malicious, like it takes you long to resolve conflicts, it will reflect in marriage. Like you can't even hide it. You do same with your partner. That's why you say you don't give what you don't have. Sweet Holy Spirit, help me. You don't give what you don't have, okay? So number one way of resolving conflict, first, when resolving that conflict, don't yell. Communicate. Because by the time you say you want to yell, another conflict is rising.
Yes.
Do you get? So don't yell, just communicate. What do I mean communicate? You call your partner. First of all, you try to know the mood of your partner, okay? Now you'll be asking me who will go first. Is it the man or the woman? It doesn't really matter who goes first.
Really?
Doesn't matter.
See, I'm learning, guys.
What's me, I'm this kind of person that before I got married, if you offend me, I will expect you to come and apologize. But over the years in marriage, I've learned something from my husband. You don't have to be right. You can't always be right. Like you don't have to feel like okay, you are right because you are right. You feel like this person offends me, I will not go. Do you get? What he does is that whether he's at fault or he's not at fault, there and then he will apologize. So what we do, we don't allow our issues to go or sleep over the night.
Next day.
Yeah, no. Don't find it interesting at all. So what am I trying to say now? Don't say like let me not deviate. So what am I trying to say? You must have a forgiving spirit. Now I know you will like, okay, who will go first? It doesn't matter who will go first. If it's your husband that offend you, or your wife that offend you, don't wait for him or her to come first. Because if you wait, the longer you wait, the longer the issue escalates. Yeah, the longer it escalates. So what you do is look for the right mood. If he or she is in a good mood, you can just call, sweetheart, I want us to talk about what happened the other day, some minutes ago, or few hours ago. You get? I don't really like this. Like communicate. When you are resolving, you communicate with your partner. Bring out the main reason or the main issue. Do you get? You don't have to, hey, do you know what you just did to me 1 hour ago? I don't like it. This, that. If you are talking to a man, he won't even listen to you. Honestly, or you are talking to a woman. If you do that to me, I will not listen to you. In fact, I will give you more attitude. You can't say you want to resolve conflict and you are bringing more conflict. You speak to your partner with respect.
Yes,
and don't forget the love that exists between the both of you because of one issue like that. Always put it in your mind that this person is still the love of my life. Do you get? So you call him or her, babe, this thing that happened, I don't like it. Okay, this, you bring out the cause, the reason for that issue, and then try as much as possible for that issue not to come up again. Okay, try as much as possible. Like me, I observe something with my husband, especially when he's not around, even over the phone. I know it's this kind of person that he doesn't like quarrel. Me too, I've learned not to like quarrel, okay? So even when he's not around, like Sundays like this, when he calls, you dare not tell him that I did not go to church or would not go to church. It will become like a big issue. Do you get? Like we're supposed to issue like, okay, now because I know it will be a big issue, what I do is no matter how tired I am, except I'm not feeling fine, I will try as much as possible to go to church. So that when we call, we'll talk something else. We will not be dragging ourselves backward. Hey, why did you no, don't do this. No, when we call, how are you doing? How has been your day? This is that. Let's go forward. We are not going back. I already know you don't like this, so I try to avoid the same thing with him. Things I don't like, try to avoid it. So communication is very, very, very important. Speak out. Things you don't like, speak out with your partner and find possible ways to resolve it, okay? So you have anything to chip in?
You have actually done well. Like you have said a lot of things. Now I'm a very I will not say secret person, but I'll use the word private. That I do not like, if I have an issue with somebody, I do not like letting it out to another person. You said something about what you have individually or separately is what you bring into your marriage. If you are somebody that likes keeping maybe somebody offend you keep it to your heart for as long as possible. You do the same thing when you get married. So what I'm trying to aim at right now is the fact that like I said, I don't like bringing somebody to my cycle just like that. So it got to marriage that even if I have an issue with my husband, I don't even allow third party
in.
So I feel third party should not even come in when you have an issue.
It should not get to that
It should not even get to that extent. Let's even assume it gets the quarrel or the conflict gets heated up. You should not allow third party come into the matter. Like, resolve it within yourself. Now this conflict, mind you, conflict is a must. It must definitely happen. Your sibling will offend you. You will be angry with your sibling.
Mind you, two different people, they are coming together
to live together.
Imagine you've stayed with your sibling for like more than years. 10-20 years. People are still having issues. How much more so a stranger you are staying with?
Exactly. When I was preparing to get married, somebody told me, first of all, she said, love yourself enough, because when you get married, it's the love you have for yourself that you can want to extend it to your husband. If you don't love yourself, if this person do anything to you, you'll be like, you take it and then let it go. Garbage that she told me also that the first 1 year of marriage is not going to be so easy, because it's that 1 year people want to know yourself. When you were courting, do you live with your husband?
No.
Okay, let me say boyfriend. Did you live with him? No, you did not. Last night you go and visit him 1 or 2 weeks.
It was a long,
what am I saying?
It was a distance relationship.
You go and visit him last 1 week, any which way, 1 week or weekend or something. But now you're living with this person, there's no way conflict will not happen. If this person maybe carries, people don't like this thing that you carry toothpaste and then you are pressing it anyhow. Me, I don't like it.
Little issues
little
like that.
Things will bring conflict, so it's a must. Or especially men, they like bathing and not pouring. You know, you will bathe and then the foam from your soap will splash on the toilet wall. So you must pour it. Me, I don't like it that I come to the bedroom and then I see foam on the wall. It's annoying. So conflict must come up. So how do you now resolve it? Come to this person, talk to this person. It does not need to even bring a third party into it. You can resolve what's mature people. You can, yes, it shouldn't get to that extent where you have to call in counselor. Yeah, there's some conflict that would require all of that, but those minor things that you can just talk about it and then it goes. Me, initially before, if you do me something, I'm not going to even talk to you about it, self. I will just allow it. But now I realize that it must happen. So why not just talk about it and then let it now go? That way you even have peace in your heart the more. So it extends from marriage, it extends all over and all of that. I think I don't know what I'm talking again. Are we making points?
And then try to understand your partner. It is very important. See, if you can understand if both of you can understand each other, I bet you, see, hey God, in fact, the conflict, you won't have much conflict in your marriage. We know there are conflicts, but then do you know if you come as a couple, you come to tell me that you guys have never had issues throughout your marriage, possible. Even with your siblings, honestly, your friends, I'll believe. Yes, I'll believe it can happen to people. Me, I've had conflict. I've had though. It's possible. That's why I say understand. See, if possible, your first, not even you don't have to wait for you to get married before you start understanding your partner. If people are open to each other in relationship, understand your partner, what he likes and what he doesn't like. Sometimes you have to even compromise. What I mean compromise positively, not the other way around, okay? Please, as a man, make submission easy for your wife. As a wife, make your husband loving you easy, because the Bible say husband love, wife submit. Okay. Now you'll be like, what has submission and love comes to do with resolving conflict? A lot. Because if the man say don't do this, as a woman, if you don't do it, you are submitting. Respect. So as a husband, loving your wife is accepting the decisions or opinion of your wife, okay? Not just buying her things and all that. Like, be that kind of man that you don't just have to make decision on your own. You don't have to make decision. You have to speak with your wife. Like, okay, let me ask my wife first. Do you like it helps, and it will help to reduce conflict. Not the one that you go and make decisions like even
and
with
then,
your family member, your wife is not
without
even aware.
talking to her about
it doesn't make sense. Your wife is your number one family. That's why the Bible said a man will leave his father and his mother and be joined with his wife. At that point, you are leaving. You still have your family, but this is now your number one family. So this woman is your helpmate. So you have to discuss things with her. So that things like this, little things.
I just remember there's one movie I saw one day like that. I can't remember the name. Do you know this man was he lost his job.
Okay.
So he doesn't have money anymore. The wife, she's well to do. She tried to pay the house rent. Oga said no, she cannot pay the house rent.
Why?
Started having conflicts in the home. Where I'm driving at now is, so he tried to sell his car to pay house rent.
And
he did not discuss. Yes,
his wife is capable of paying.
She said the man said no. He did not discuss that with the wife. Now she went outside and heard it. They started having conflict at home. So now when you don't communicate with this person,
communication
conflict.
Is key.
So it's number one, no matter what. It's number one.
It's
important. It's very important. So somebody might ask me, how do you resolve conflicts in your own house? You that just got married. Well, my husband is a very peace-loving person. Me, I'm a peace-loving person too. But it's not just. I don't know how to even explain it. Conflict. He doesn't like wahala. I don't like wahala, so we're just trying our best to be peaceful.
Please, don't be malice. Don't keep malice. If you must keep malice with anybody, not with your spouse.
Hey, you suffer.
Don't you be the one.
You be angry.
You kill yourself for nothing. This is the man you'll be seeing every day. Especially those of you that you are always with your husband or your wife. Please learn to speak up, resolve issue on time, and don't go back to that issue again. Like don't repeat. If your wife say I don't like this,
you did that yesterday.
Don't repeat that. Try, work hard. Don't learn to compromise and don't go back to that same issue. Okay, a lot of people. Some people they'll just look at they'll look at my husband like, or they'll look at my marriage. This girl, she's enjoying our marriage. I love your marriage. Like a lot of people, they've come to give me compliment like that.
Wow.
That they like my marriage, like this, blah blah blah. No, I'm making a point. But then I want to make points to some strong-headed men out there. Now, you people might feel like the lady, she's the one making more effort. But can I shock you? Most time, my husband is the one making effort. But that doesn't mean I don't make effort. True. When I mean effort, he tried to make his family happy. Like everybody should be happy. When we have issue like this, like he's always there to apologize. But I don't take that for granted. Like when when I had to, or sometimes even when I'm not afford, I just look at his mom. I'll just tell myself like, this man, his nature of job doesn't. No, his nature of job doesn't, or should I say, this man doesn't deserve to be sad because of his nature of job. So what I do, I try to give him peace. Peace. Be your husband peace. Husband, be your wife peace. Please. Don't come like, I am the head. You want to show authority. No, calm down.
But they used to try.
They used to try. Please, when you calm down for your wife, see, you will get the best from her. Same thing apply to the men too, okay?
As I'm just saying this, I just remembered one instance in my house.
Okay.
See, I was just very angry that day. In fact, in my head, I'm like, I want quarrel. I don't want peace today. I want violence. Because I said, okay,
she's new in marriage. That's why she's doing like that.
I said, let's do this thing. He said, no, let's do it this way. I said, okay, no problem. But that no problem in my heart, I was not okay with it too. So I was not carrying face in the house that day. They said, come and do this thing. I said, When I brought food, come and eat. I'm not hungry. I was just giving attitude. If this man did not like peace, that is that day, maybe would have carried the wahala to the next day. So please, if anything happened to you, or happened in your marriage, let it die that day. That's what I've learned so far. Like, let it die that day.
Okay, please try and eat your wife food when you are angry. It is very important.
It's very annoying.
Poison you outside or give you love potion. When you are angry, still pretend. Try and eat your wife food, though. Try and eat.
People should hear from her. Eat her food, okay? So, guys, I don't know. I hope I've done justice to this topic.
I hope
but
so
if
too.
we haven't, you can drop your own comments, your own
thoughts,
opinion,
what you think,
everything.
your experience.
Yeah, your experience. That's important. Your experience in the comment section. Like, let's share idea. The point and the aim is to have a successful and happy marriage. We shouldn't just have an online marriage. Let's be happy at home. Yeah, let's be happy at
A
home.
word of advice to the married and those hoping to get married. So please don't leave the God aspect. Like pray
Very
always.
important.
Pray for your spouse even before you get married. If you feel like, oh, I didn't pray for my spouse before marriage, you can still do it now. It's not late. Pray for your marriage very well. See, prayer does a lot in marriage. Like, it will turn your marriage around. Not just some people feel money. Pray for you. You will see the love of God being manifested in the life of your, like the love of God being expressed through your husband or through your wife when you pray. Bring in God, everything. When you need something, just ask God. Say, sweet Holy Spirit, I need your wisdom. I need your wisdom to handle issues like this, blah, blah, blah. Don't just use human wisdom sometimes. Allow God wisdom to find expression, to direct you, okay? Pray. Prayer is very important.
Prayer is very important.
God, okay?
Very important. I mean, like, any small thing, I've already cried to my God. I'll just go and meet him and say, God, me. I cannot do this on my own, and then he's going to come true. So, guys, like I said, this is going to be episode as long as we can. So, if you have enjoyed today's video, please like our video, subscribe to our channel at Cynthia L Matome, and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you in our next episode. Bye.